sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today, got a fun, great video with the Smaland. Yes, the Smaland, the dreaded, most powerful ship, I think, in the game. But before we begin, if you see any value in the video, like, subscribe button below. Appreciate all the support. At 2,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a premium DD, and that should be fun. To thank you guys for all the support you guys at growing the channel and having a blast, learning how to sail ships, shoot ships, and having some real entertaining things happen, all while making great friends and building a good community. So let's get to it. It's the Smaland. If you guys don't know what it is, and if you're new to the channel, take a look at some of my previous videos with the Smaland. The Smaland is literally, I would say, one of the most ungodly ships in the game. Probably OP, powerful, whatever you want to call it, but it ranks up there. If you took it out of the game, Marceau would be number one, which is still available in the armory, or yeah, still in the armory kind of thing, where you can still get Marceau, but the Smaland you cannot. It used to be available for free XP, and I watched so many videos on it. I had to save up as much XP as I could just to get this thing, and I'm telling you, it was so worthwhile. I don't know if they'll ever release this thing ever again, because just like the Smolensk, it's probably one of the most deadliest things on the battlefield if you are a hater on DD players. But I love this thing. It's one of the most powerful DDs in the game, and you can just see right here what this thing can provide, with the ability to do everything, if you want to call it that. It's got radar, it's got turbo boost or engine boost, you got heals, it has fast firing guns. You can see the reload there, 1.4 seconds. That's not even with Fearless Brawler going, and if you get buff it up with all these extra buffs that you can see going on in arms race, you get it even down. I saw a video at 0.6 seconds. So really, really powerful gunboat. It's got the Holland torpedoes, but unfortunately it's only got 8 of them. The range doesn't go out to 15. It goes on to about, I think, 12. And then, of course, if you want to get those pesky destroyers, you got the radar on your kind of like get out of jail free card. But you see a destroyer smoke up 7.5 kilometers. Really, really awesome DD gunboat. So you can see right here what we can do to a Pommern right here. Again, if you don't know what this is, also this mode is airship. It's come back. I think a lot of people are hating on this thing. They've introduced it into the random gameplay mode, so it's kind of mixed all in together with everything. And this is airship. So what we are doing with the Smaland, since we're the most powerful DD out there, we're just going to rush the objective and prevent their destroyers and other ships from actually capturing their airship. The whole goal is to get inside the little green circle you see right there, inside the airship radius. And once you're in there, you actually help increase the speed of an airship moving forward. The goal is to get to the end of the race. And the other team has the ability to do that as well. But also, to slow the enemy team down, you can enter their airship radius, and that will slow them down while also speeding yours up. So it's an interesting mode. I think a lot of people are hating on it because a lot of people don't play the objective. A lot of people are not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's almost overwhelming, especially, I mean, that's the whole idea, is to get everybody just mashed into brawling again. But you still got ships just sailing out in the distance, and it's kind of it doesn't support the team, and then one team just basically blankets the other. Anyways, here we go. Here's a demonstration of the radar. Yo Yang goes right there, pops his smoke right here, I bet. And just look at the firepower. Yo Yang cannot absorb this fire without heals, and boom, he goes down. He tried to use a smoke screen, but unfortunately we popped the radar. He's revealed, and he goes down. Let's see if we can get another kill right here on the Bismarck. Not really a fair fight. Tier 10 versus tier, what is it, 8? I think a Bismarck's tier 8. And he goes down as well. That splash 2 right there off the bat. Smaland coming at you right there. We're killing 2 people right in that area. And now, if that was the enemy team, it'd be very, very difficult to kind of rush to this enemy objective, because guess what? We have a Smaland guarding a cruiser and a couple other cruisers. And again, not really much tactics or objectives here other than stay alive, work together, and focus fire. That's what's really interesting about this game mode, because there's really not much of strategy unless you are just kind of just sitting there waiting for the enemy to come to you, or you take the fight to the enemy. I would like to talk about strategy in here, but really there's not much other than, hey, just survive and see who outlasts the other. And that's randoms for you these days. But anyways, I digress. So what we're going to do right here, again, the Smaland, very, very powerful ship, a destroyer. If you want to be a better destroyer, just kind of observe some of the gameplay style of what the Smaland right here, what I'm doing with it, is really you're there to spot, hunt other DDs, continue to torp, provide. Also has a decent AA platform. Again, what is AA? It's trash, but this is probably better than what you got out there compared to, like, say, a Yo Yang or Marceau that doesn't have any AA at all, really. And then, look, we're going to take on a Brisbane right here. Okay, so here's another thing you're supposed to do as a destroyer player. You're going to spot other guys, and then you're going to put supporting suppressive fire and call for suppressive fire because you want to get people's attention. Hey, there's a guy sitting here who's almost dead. Shoot at him. So here's what we're doing. We're shooting at a guy that's literally in a bad position. He can't go anywhere. He can't get undetected. And we're really just going to keep shooting and try to get as many fires going on him as possible while waiting for supporting fire. And that's it. You're just kind of finding a battle, pick it, and make sure that enemy is literally sequestered off by themselves, kind of secluded from the enemy team or enemy friendly, or his friendlies, and you're going to basically just single him out, and boom, splash 3. That is 3 kills for us right there. He goes down, and we've eliminated the entire northern flank right there, and now we can begin to push into the enemy spawn area, and now we're going to start flanking and taking these guys head on. And that's the power of what a destroyer player can do, is you're going to get ahead of your buddies, your comrades, and really spot for them. Call out ships, spot other ships. You're going to start torpedoing from concealment, so that way you're going to start throwing enemies off. You're going to start making them turn in a likely direction that gets them into a citadel opportunity for your teammates. Again, you're supporting your teammates. What are we doing right here? Why am I opening up so far away and revealing myself? One, I want to be a big distraction. That's a good DD player right there, is become the loudest distraction on Earth so that you're one of the hardest things to hit, like a submarine is. And then also, you want to see if you can start to fire this out, because look how low his health is. So that's another thing you can do as a good player. Right? We got to start one fire. Another great ability of the Smaland. The Smaland's ability to start numerous fires because of the amount of sheer volume of shells that you're putting down range. So that is something that you really should think about as a destroyer player, especially a gunboat DD player. And boom, he goes down. Look, opening up, causing that Zao player to get confused, hit an island, and then all of a sudden, he gets hit from multiple sides, not sure what to shoot at, and all because you're spotting, you're also distracting, and then you're also pressing and pressuring them to make mistakes. So here we go. We're going to go and start pushing in towards the enemy team right here. I have 2 destroyers ahead of me. So what are we going to do right here? We're going to have to pick our targets wisely. It's going to be 2 versus 1. If we don't have supporting cruiser fire, so we're going to go fast. We hit the engine boost to get there quickly. Look at the speed that we're getting up here. We're getting up to about 40 get out of dodge speeds, about 47 notches with this engine boost. So Smaland's not the fastest destroyer, but it is great when you have this 1-minute engine boost pretty well. Okay, so we have the Tromp right there shooting at an enemy team, unsuspecting that we're coming up from behind his right rear flank. But I'm really worried about is that vampire that's in that smoke right there on my left. So I'd rather use my radar pretty quickly, or quietly and correctly, because I know the Tromp doesn't have smoke, so we're going to use the radar on the guy that has smoke. So let's wait for us to get within range. I take my reticle, I push it in the smoke where I see the guy firing right there, and I look at the distance reticle. So he is about 6 kilometers, so I pop the radar. He's within 7.5. I make sure that he's within range, and then I begin to open fire. Look, he's going to start directing his attention towards me because he knows I'm the biggest threat. Even though there's 3 other threats in the area, become the loudest deafening player, and that opens up an opportunity for your team to take the kill right there. Pretty awesome right there. Now Tromp is going to begin shooting at us. Now, how do you become a better destroyer player right here? He has more guns that are bigger caliber than you. We only got 2, and one of them is being used right now. So guess what? We're going to nose in and become the single slim profile, making it very difficult for him to hit. And then we're going to, once he begins to lose a lot more damage and we think we can win this fight, so I would say around 8,000 HP, that's when we begin opening up our second rear turret, and then we can start firing right there, right on his front structure right there. See if we can get that final kill, and then we nose in again to mitigate the damage, and boom, splash 4. He goes down. The Tromp is now eliminated with just enough health to spare us, and our health is on cooldown, so we are just running with just barely enough life to live right here, but we did it. We are now inside the ring of our airship, which helps speeds it up. Our team is holding their ship back, which also gives us triple the speed. And again, right here, I'm waiting for my heal to come back and don't need to throw away your ship right here. So I'm going to go ahead and damage con and slow down. Now, again, there's no need to rush to your death, okay? So that's what you want to keep in mind is that, you can always use island cover and just take a pause for a second to wait for your heal to come back, because you're useless if you're dead. That's the biggest thing I've always told destroyer players is, hey, you're no good to the team if you're dead, so why don't you conserve your health and stay alive and not rush into your death, which sometimes I've been known to do, sometimes at the very beginning. So, why do it now? Let's just take a breather and see what develops. And look at that. Ohio goes down. And all we have are 2 ships left. This looks like this game is in the bag. But you know what? We're only 1 kill away from a Kraken. Why not take the shot at it? So we're going to get our health back up, get some health pool going so that when we do rush somebody, we have enough health to actually take the battle to the enemy. Right now, you're seeing we're getting spotted by the Hydra, which is a bad move on my part. I didn't realize that I think this is Zao or somebody has Hydro right here. So now it goes undetected, so we actually have a breather. Ooh, this gearing is now opening himself up. Do we get this crack? This might be an easy kill if he just stays just enough for us to get the kill right there. He's slowing down, so I'm leading my shots just right on the bow because he'll basically just drive and slowly drift into him. Oh, my radar is in, but for some reason, he is out of the radar. See, 7.8 is where I'm aiming out there. If you can see the rectangle, the distance, that means he's just outside of my range, and I accidentally opened fire during the Yoshino's range detectability, so he can see me. Oh, here we go, the gearing. We're only going to use our front gun. Our back gun is kind of out of, or just turning slowly, but let's see if we can keep firing. Never, ever give up, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on getting that rectangle. We got a fire going on him, and just keep aiming where you think he's going to be last located at. Keep on getting the fire. Just one shell will get it. One more, and we go down, and boom! There he goes. Splash 5 Kraken for us right there in the Smaland, but not after we die. Well-deserved sacrifice, but that was how we do that. This game is pretty much in the bag. We did our part as a destroyer player, eliminating a majority of the team right there, especially the destroyer players. Eliminating the destroyer players is a key component of the Smaland and as a destroyer player. But let me know what you guys think of that tactics of using the Smaland and also the tactics of doing an airship as well as a Dunbow DD player. The build will be at the end of the screen. You saw value and you like the video, like, subscribe, button below to help support the channel, let us grow and spread the community and build it better. And always, as always, you guys, thanks again for supporting us. We can't thank you guys enough, and just having a blast teaching, sharing, and just seeing what we can do to make the community better. So, hey, the build's coming at you right at the end of the screen. Again, like, subscribe, button below, leave a comment if you like something, what can we do better? And as always, you guys stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys out there on the high seas. Cheers.